Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Coming up at the end of the video, I'll be revealing what's on the surprisingly long list of things that people in glass houses shouldn't do, but until then I'd like to talk about narcissism and vanity. I have an eye thing. I got my hand stuck. I have an eye thing. I'm just going to say it right now, right? Because I don't want an eye thing. It's just it's a sty on my eye. Right, it's actually going now. It's nearly gone. And I was going to not do a video until it was suggested to me, well, do a video about vanity and narcissism. Yeah, okay. Let's talk vanity and narcissism. This is a big deal. And despite what I look like, don't think that nothing here is planned, right? There's a point to everything here. Look, right? We have an Animal Crossing t-shirt. That lets you know that I'm a geek and a gamer. And I'll play the kind of games that girls can play. And you can sit and talk to me about the way you've arranged your furniture in your house if you like. All the way passing through my 80s Casio watch, all the way to my big, thick, woolly jumper. That lets you know I'm oh so cuddly, just like Tom Hardy in an episode of CBeebies Bedtime Stories. I've even got a fucking Labrador on the floor asleep next to me. Don't think any of this happens by accident. I should work out more, but that's a separate issue. Vanity and narcissism. We know what we're going for. We know what we want. None of this happens by accident. We'll mess with our hair a lot. That's the thing some of us do. I haven't noticed anyone in particular doing it, but I've heard that some people will mess with their hair a lot. I try not to do that, but then I get a lot out of having shorter hair and using wax and blocking it out while I'm doing a video, quite frankly, because I would like to mess with it a lot. So I just have to try not to think about it. How we look communicates so much. I mean, look, okay, I'm getting dangerously close into talking about fashion and clothing and expressing oneself through appearance and all that sort of thing. Of course, that's the thing. And there are people who've written essays on this and whatever. Okay, that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about much more of an obsession. Everybody likes to look good, right? Everybody wants to look nice. Nobody wants to look a mess and be made fun of course. But I'm talking about really caring about what you look like. Not necessarily to the point of doing something about it or being able to look classically, fashionably good. I'm just saying we care a lot about it, right? It communicates who we are to people, and it's a shield. And it's a way for us to feel good. When we feel good, when we think we look good, it gives us a feeling of power, of dominance, perhaps. It's another barrier between us and the world. And if we can actually pump ourselves up to look better than other people, or as we perceive ourselves to look better than other people, then that's another reason for us to feel above others as well. You know, I compare myself in looks to everyone I meet. Everyone I meet. And gauge myself against them one way or another. And I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, that in itself is bad enough a thing, right? That's not how normal people function. But beyond that, I don't even really know. I can't say hand on heart that I gauge myself accurately. I think this is another way we delude ourselves sometimes. I think I'm a lot better looking than I am. That's what I think. That I cannot sit here and bring myself to say I don't think I'm actually pretty good looking. But maybe in my own head, that is somewhat exaggerated. And I'm aware that I have different levels of looking good as well. You know, this is not me like, I wouldn't go out for a night out dressed like this or whatever. If someone said dress to impress, you're not getting an Animal Crossing t-shirt, right? You know what I'm saying? But still, you know, I like to drift around in the world thinking that, well, I'm better looking than the average guy out there, and probably most, if not all, of my friends. Except that one guy who knows who he is and can just piss off, quite frankly. But anyway, your outward appearance means so much. It's a barrier, that. It's another bit of armor. But our vanity extends beyond ourselves and beyond just our appearance. I mean, this extends to our lifestyle, the things we do, the way our house looks, the way our partner looks. We're not going to go out with somebody that's not in some way visually impressive or desirable. That's just not going to happen because they reflect on me. And the better looking my partners are, and that sort of thing, the better I am, surely. You know? There's so many ways we just use other people as a way for us to look good like that. Because we're caught up in how good we look. And you can look, and people will look at us and say they're so insecure. Hell yeah, we are. Yeah. This is all insecurity. This is all and projection, sorry. Because we're so caught up in appearance, because it's a way to rank people. It's a way for us to be above or below people, to like or dislike people. And then we assume that everyone's doing that to us. And so we're totally caught up in it. And so it bothers us. And yeah, I didn't want to do a video because I have an eye thing. And there's a certain extent of no one wants to see your eye thing on a video, Rich. Some of you will be watching on very large high-definition televisions. And for that, I'm sorry. Try a phone next time. But at the same time, no one's going to leave a comment like, I can't believe you did a video. When you look like that, it's a disgusting thing. Like, no one's going to care. No one's going to say anything. Other people with NPD may look at him and look at it and rank themselves above me. And truly, if this was television and there was a makeup department or something would have been done about this. But it's just me. So no. And you have to just go with it. It's really hard. It's really difficult sitting here in front of you and knowing you're looking at me and can see this. And there'll be people far more into this than me, right? I managed to keep it within acceptable ranges, right? If I'm within a, there will be some people who are down at the gym every day. I'm not a gym person. I'm also a lazy person. This is BPD, whatever. BPD doesn't want to go to the gym. There you go. And people who eat more healthily than me, all that kind of thing. But still, I wouldn't go out looking a mess. I have minimum standards, It feels like such a weird thing to talk about because, as I say, you're waiting for somebody to pull down that facade. When you think it's body dysmorphic in a way, that you think you're better looking than you are. You think you look better than you are. And maybe, I don't know, am I doing that? To what degree? And don't dare start writing, oh, Rich, you're really hot in the comments. Actually, I know you kind of want to write that anyway, don't you? You're only holding back as it is. But I have tremendously high opinions of my appearance. Someone asked on a live chat that I did with a live stream that I did with Jacob. It was either my one or the one on his channel, so go and check him out. Someone asked about how you deal with like the appearance thing and getting older. Because I'm getting older now, right? I'm 43 years old. I'm going to be 44 in not long. And I hate that idea. But how do you cope with it? I'm aging and I don't look like I'm 22 anymore. That's fine. And you can either go with that or not go with it. You can try and fight it. And I don't think that anybody that tries to fight it does so successfully or without looking like they've gone to great lengths to try and fight it. And I don't ever want to look like that. I am quite prepared to age gracefully. And I think there's such a thing as looking good at whatever age you are. Okay, I don't look good for 23, but that's because I'm 43. So that's okay. I don't have to feel bad about that. But I do want to look good for 43. Do you see? And then I want to look good at 44, and so on and so on. And there's such a thing as a good looking guy at various ages. And that's kind of how I see that. I don't worry about it too much. But God, do I look in the mirror. I look in the mirror so much. I'm always adjusting something or playing with something as long as it's within an acceptable range. I just realized what I said. Some of these filthy things just come out of my mind sometimes, and they don't mean the dirty thing that it is anyway. But you know, this took an interesting twist, and we're just talking about vanity. So I'm gonna call it there. You know, if you'd like more videos like this one, you can go down and click that like and subscribe button, hit the alert bell to make sure you hear everything coming along, and leave me a comment that lets me know just how hot I am. I don't want to put a number on it. I know there's headroom above me. I'm aware of that. But, and also I try to think, well, what if I spent 6 months in the gym? What about that version of me versus the podgy version of me you see before you? I don't really, so I'd rather rank that version of me, and that, you know, he's highly numbered. So that's how that goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.